Well, welcome back, everybody. It's good to see everybody. I want to thank everybody for joining me today at Papa Pets Railroad. We're going to start digging into some of these engines, and I'm curious, as I'd like to run one and just pick one randomly and see whether it works. So, let's see. I'm really curious about this New Haven. I don't remember this. I don't remember this train in my father's fleet. However, probably came from my grandfather's. It's a New Haven 0272. For some reason, I really like the look of this. I mean, it's the exact same shell as the CNs and the 9162s by the look of it. But I'm actually really curious to see whether this works. So let's throw her on the track and just see what happens here. I have got so many engines to go through, it's not even funny. So I'm not concerned whether things fire up. Now, as you can see, this layout is running a couple of his original auto pulses, the Momentum ones, and he's got this little one here which operates the trolley. These power supplies have been on every layout he's ever had before I was born, so that's over 43 years ago. I remember these in the first layout when I was a couple years old. He's had them that long. I've done some digging. You can find them again, but they seem to work really, really well. I know there's a lot of new technology and a lot of conversion stuff. I'm not going to be worrying about doing a conversion on this table at all. I don't know enough about the DCC to do it, and I don't know if I want to get into it when I have 1,000 pieces to deal with. I really just kind of like the old school, and I know these, and I just don't know the new system because I've been not near this hobby for a very long time, and now I'm just kind of thrown into it, which is awesome, and I'm very excited to continue my father's legacy and his dream build on here, this big layout. So I want to make sure and go through all of these engines, and it's going to take some time, and I can't wait to start wiring and engines and motors and everything else. And so I'm really curious to see what this one does. So if anybody has any information also on these things, whether they're good, whether they're not, if they have any spares. I know he had a couple of the black, I think they were Tech 1s or Tech 2s. They had like a black handle on them that you could turn and a green light and stuff. I remember him having those, and they might still be here, but for some reason he didn't like them. I remember him not... There's so much stuff here. This is insane. He started building a catwalk for somewhere, and I asked him a week or so before he passed, and he couldn't remember where it was or where it was for. But he did have Tech 2s or Tech 1s or whatever they were called. I remember it was kind of like a digital lettering, and it was a black control, kind of a raised up, and it had like kind of one of those handles on it, almost like a suicide knob on a rig. So he had those, but I'm pretty sure he didn't like the way they worked, and he went back to these, to his old faithfuls, and still had them. So they might even have the years on them, but they're out of Illinois, I believe, was Troller. So if anybody's got any info on these, please let me know in the comments below. If I can upgrade them at some point and have something that's more consistent, or maybe these are burning out and maybe they're not as strong as they used to be. I'll figure all that out. I got to check my amp draw and everything. He does have his voltage rig on this one, and he does have one on this one as well. So it's kind of nice, but any information anybody's got, please let me know in the comments below. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got nothing. Power on. Oh, we got a bump. Oh. Wow, that's super slow going, but it's working. Definitely sounds like it needs some maintenance for sure. I just love the look of it. It's cool. I've never seen it, and it's kind of a neat one to have in our collection. Okay, let's pick you up. So we can see, we'll turn that down. So you can definitely see here that there's been a little bit of melting there and some melting here. So I'm wondering whether my grandfather had to get in and do something. So I'll have to, oh my God, those are really stiff. So, okay. Well, that's interesting. It is interesting that it moves. So it is exciting. She's definitely going to need some love. You can hear it, which I'm totally fine with. I'm totally fine with it. I wonder if I can put it on a straighter track, to stretch a track here. She's making some noise. He's trying. We're running about 15 volts. Come on, baby. Come on. All right. Well, we're going to kill that one. But it's not burning. If anybody knows anything about that little guy. So yeah, if anybody knows anything about these ones, and I mean, I can look it up on Google as well. I just like to hear it from experienced people and people who have some more history than what Google can tell you, because you can't trust everything on the internet, ever. Oh, these are kind of cool. Let's, oh yeah, he's got a, look at that. So we've got a couple Gandy dancers and jiggers. I don't know where they are. These two are just little track car ones. Trackster and that one there, but we have a couple of the original, the blue ones, and they are old, and I know my grandfather had a couple, and I know my dad had a couple. So they always called them a jigger. I don't know why. That's just what they called them. Pretty sure they're a Gandy dancer, but if anybody knows, let me know in the comments below, because I'm going to find them here and we'll do a video on those and make sure and see if they're running properly, because they were used to be really, really fun to rip around the track with. I don't see them sitting out here anywhere. Well, guys, that was awesome. That was really fun. As I go through this, it becomes more and more exciting and more crazy as to how much stuff there is actually here. It's pretty nuts. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank everybody for all the love and support down in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let us know where you're coming from, where you're building your railway, what gauge you're running. I'm not gauge specific. My dad just happened to have HO, which he loved because of the scale wise and where you can put everything. I love seeing some of the miniature layouts in like Z and N, which are insane. So leave it down in the comments below what you'd like to see next. Let me know anything you saw that you have any information on. It'd be greatly appreciated as we move forward with this for my father, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.